let's get in. Not. Well, welcome back, guys. Hopefully I'm using video mode this time and not slow-mo mode. Hey guys, it's Lauren J. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new. I like to do get ready with me style videos, trying new products, either brand new to me, or I just haven't used them in a while so they seem new. And that's what I'm doing today. So today I used the Juvia's Place I Live, I Love palette that came out for holiday. I bought this on Ulta in a set with the Eye Prep Eye Prime eye primer, and this is in the shade number 2. This was the only shade that it came with in the bundle, so I picked that up for $25 on Ulta with points. I think it's on sale now if you want to get it on Ulta, or it was at least like half price at one point. Again, I picked it up with points, and it's only $25 full price, so not bad. I am also trying the Danessa Myricks formula, her Vision Flush formula. I got those as a sample with a Sephora order, so that's what I have on my cheeks and some on my eyes. I'm using an older stick bronzer that I haven't used in a while, trying some cream products, which I don't usually do. I know they were the thing this year, but I'm not fully convinced. So it's New Year's Eve, and I think all I'm going to do is go for a walk and ring in the new year. Staring at my iPad, maybe watching something on Disney Plus. Anyway, Happy New Year. If you want to see how I got this look, please keep watching. Hey guys, welcome back to my bare face, and I have primed my face with the e.l.f. Jellypop Dew Primer, which apparently is now the Power Grip Primer in a different scent or something. Anyway, it's nice. And I've also done my brows with the Anastasia Dip Brow Gel. And we're gonna go in today with some new products that I picked up over the last month or so. So star of the show today is going to be the Juvia's Place I Live, I Love palette. This is the one that came in a set with the eye primer. This is this beautiful color story right here. So we're going to use that today. This came in a set with the Eye Prep Eye Prime eye primer, and this comes in shade 2. So I'm going to put that on. And then we're going to use some samples that I got from my last Sephora order, which surprised they even came, because usually when I get order samples, they always forget to throw them in there. So this is the Danessa Myricks Vision Flush Eye, Lip, and Cheek Stain samples. So there's all these 6 of them in there. And then this is the thing. They said there's supposed to be an applicator in there. I didn't see an applicator. So you've got these 6 samples. I'm going to try to use a couple of them today. I'm going to try to use this one as a liner because it's a pretty gold. I think it's meant as a highlighter, but it's going to be too deep for me, but it's very pretty. And then I'm either going to use, I think I'm going to use this one called Tutu as a blush. And then we'll see if these 2 are actually really pretty too, but we'll see if I get adventurous with anything else. But excited to be trying Danessa Myricks for the first time. So let's get into the eye primer. And this one I would compare probably to the Anastasia, not in the color. Maybe the lightest shade is, but I wouldn't know. But at least a little bit more in the consistency, because you only need a very, very little. And I'm not sure that this color really works for me. I can definitely, if I don't do a brow bone color, I can definitely see a difference, you know, between like my foundation shade and my eye shade. It's not that big a deal. I just wanted to try the primer. But so far I haven't noticed anything particularly special about it. I've worn it a couple of times, but usually when I'm wearing it, I'm either on the go, wearing a mask, all kinds of things, or I'm either outside or whatever, and so I can't always strictly judge it by, you know, if I'm working from home and just wearing makeup or whatever. So it's a little bit hard for me to tell how I like this primer right now, just because the conditions aren't always the same. But again, I would kind of, it's probably a little bit more slick than the Anastasia primer. I don't think it dries all the way down, but that's kind of like just in the way that you would use it, just a tiny little dot on your ring finger and then just very pat it out very evenly on your skin. Okay, so this is the I Live, I Love 6-pan palette that came out for holiday. There was also a blue one called Ice Ice. I liked this one just because I liked sort of the color story, mid-century modern kind of colors. I thought they were really cool. Of course, the packaging is always so gorgeous. I love that gold and sort of the design on her necklace and the sparkles and everything. Just so gorgeous. And then this one does have a mirror, which apparently the other 6-pan palettes in the Juvia's line don't have mirrors. And then you've got this color story right here, and you have 4 blues or turquoise blues, turquoise aquas, and then you've got 2 reds. Now this is a matte red over here. It's a little bit more orangey, and this is actually a pressed glitter, which I didn't realize when I bought the palette, but it's fine. I just wanted to, you know, get the bundle deal, so it's not that big a deal. I'm not going to be using this today. The pressed glitter formula, it seems all right. I'm not going to swatch it because also I don't want to get it all over me. But it's just not my jam as far as a makeup look. So I'm going to be sticking to just a few of the colors. I'm not going to use all the colors. And I just like the color story. I think it's fun. It's not the most cohesive color story, but it is a holiday palette and just kind of fun. So there's kind of 2 tones of aqua or turquoise or whatever in this palette, and you've kind of got this one and this one. So this matte blue and this shimmer blue are more just like a little bit more true blue, and then you've got this sort of beautiful shimmer topper and this matte up here, which are more teal aqua leaning, a little bit more green. So I think I'm going to stick mostly with these two right here that lean a little bit more blue than aqua, but also I'm going to use this. This is actually really gorgeous. This reminds me a lot of the shade in the Viseart Soleil et Plage, the color C. This reminds me a lot of that. It's a little bit chunkier, like it's still smooth, but the glitters are a lot more noticeable in that one, in this one than in that one. But it is really beautiful, and so is this one too. I mean, it's just a little bit deeper, and it's not, it's less of a topper. So I'm gonna use probably both of them, and then that bluer matte in the crease. And then I'm gonna try to use the red, but it is very pigmented. I still have a little bit of staining on my arm from swatching it earlier. And I think I'm just gonna do a really tight liner with it, or just incorporate it in the outer corner. So still thinking about it, but we're gonna go in, and I'm gonna go in with, none of these shades have names, so I'll try to hold the palette up when I dip in. But I'm gonna start with a Zoeva. This is a 228 Luxe Crease, and I'm gonna go in with the blue matte right here. And as you can see, I just picked up the littlest bit, and right off the bat, super pigmented, just super pigmented. And I'm just going to use the one matte today because honestly I think they're pretty much both going to look the same on the eye. I don't think there's going to be that much contrast if I use one over here and then one more on the inner part of the eye. I don't think there's really going to be that big of a difference. And then with the color of the primer, which is a little bit more tan, I think that also affects this color a little bit and makes it a little bit more green. So I'm just going to do this shade, this matte shade for blue. And as you can see, I always get this side a little bit higher than this side just because of the way I hold my brushes. And because my eyes are a little bit, well, my eyes are uneven because I sleep on this side, so this eye is always a little bit more closed than this side. Next, I'm going to go in a little bit with the red on this sort of, what is this called? Not a pencil brush, liner brush. I'm going to go in with this e.l.f. liner brush with the red here and just do a little bit on the outer part of the eye. Just a real little bit. Just going straight out. This side is always a little bit different, but as you can see, pigment, just pigment. Like this is definitely a red. It's more of an orangey red. Which I think fits with the aesthetic of the palette. So I just have this little fake red wing there, and that's all I'm going to do with that shade. Then I'm going to go in with this guy. This is a Makeup by Mario shadow brush. And I'm going to go in with that top deeper, more shimmery, or more this top more denser shimmer. And put that out here. So I started putting the shimmer in my eye, but I think I want it to make a little bit more of an impact, so I'm going to use the Pat McGrath Intensifies Artistry wand. So as you can see, I have a little bit on there, but I'm just going to go over the lid with this. Just see if we can ramp up that intensity a little bit more. Yep, that is definitely working better for me. You can see there's almost like a purple shift to it. I mean, not really, but there's something in there that's just a little bit purple. Which again is going to do great with the red. Stunning. Okay, going on the other side with the Pat McGrath Artistry wand. Yeah, I can definitely tell, like, when I dab this on the first time with nothing else underneath but the Pat McGrath, this is definitely more intense than just the brush. And I'm sure you could wet it or use a finger or, you know, whatever you want to do. I just prefer to try my Pat McGrath wand because I bought it, so I'm going to use it. Intense blue color. And then we're going to go in with the more of a topper shade on this brush, and we're going to go in the inner corner. I'm going to go and clean up this red wing a little bit. We're going to go in with the Danessa Myricks. This is the shade Tiara, and I'm going to break this apart and give you a swatch. I don't know if you can kind of see the consistency in there. It's very metallic, very creamy. That is a very generous swatch. And I'm gonna try and use this on my eyes since it is an eye, lip, and cheek tint. And we'll see how she works as we just dab it on. So very nice, not like super, super gold like you would think it was in the little tester here, but it's just very like nice, like kind of like a champagne-y. Okay, I think that just looks nice. I got it as a liner underneath the red there and across the upper lash line. Now I'm gonna go do some base products, wash my hands, and come back and work with the Danessa Myricks again. So we're back. I've done foundation, Anastasia Luminous foundation, Magic Touch concealer, and a bit of powder to set under the eyes and smooth out the face. Now I'm going to go in with a product I've been neglecting from my collection for a long time. So this is the Milk Makeup Bronzing Stick in Baked. And see how this works. I'm not the biggest fan of cream stick liquid. But I haven't used this one for a while in my collection, so I thought I would give it a go. And just blend that out with a sponge. And I did use powder, but I don't use a lot of powder, so I'm not too concerned about that. And this brush, or this sponge is wet, so. Almost forgot I had a big old splooch on my nose. I don't know how you would forget that when it's just right there staring at you, but for some reason I'm looking at my cheeks and just forgot my nose. Not my best effort with bronzer, but we're gonna go with it because it's not too much of a disaster. Then I'm gonna go in with this shade right here called Tutu from the Danessa Myricks Vision Flush. This is a very bright bubblegummy pink. You can see in the container there. And we're just gonna dot this on the cheeks. See how... Ooh. Okay, well, that's definitely a flush. It actually looks a little bit better in the mirror than it does over here in this lighting. In this lighting, it looks a little like splotchy because of the box lights, but in the mirror, I think it looks a little bit more even. Don't forget to do my lashes with my e.l.f. Lash It Loud. A little sample. Doesn't dry down as much as I would love it to. So I don't tend to wear it when I'm gonna have a day at work and I'm wearing a mask all day. Because it does tend to transfer. I'm just gonna take a little bit of what's left on my brush from the lid shade and put that under my eyes. Just a little bit of that sparkly shade. Okay, I think that looks a little bit more complete. Then I am gonna go in with my Anastasia Iced Out highlighter. Now, she has been getting stomped on lately, been on a lot of worst products of the year list. I still love her. It's okay. I'm just gonna give her some extra love because she's getting so much hate right now. Mostly I think she's getting hate because she's not Amrezy, which, I mean, I can relate. I can totally relate because I'm just one of those people where you see my name and you think, oh, it's Lauren, and then for some reason you just think I'm another Lauren, and so I'm just gonna be exactly like the Lauren that you think I am, and then you realize that I'm not the Lauren that you think I am, and then you're just really disappointed. So I kind of get it, but it makes me feel sad for her. I think she's beautiful and something different, and people are just expecting her to be not who she is, and I don't think that's fair. All right, we're gonna do some setting spray. Then I'm gonna go in with a little bit of a red lip, not a completely red lip, just trying to decide between Sephora Lipstories in Deepwater Bay and Sephora Lipstories in Matinee. These are both creams. Let me swatch. This one is Deepwater Bay. This one is Matinee. I think I'm going to go with Deepwater Bay. It's a little bit more orangey to go with the eye look. I probably should have used the more orangey blush, but oh well. And there we have our completed New Year's Eve look. Okay guys, so this is the finished look with the Juvia's Place I Live, I Love holiday palette that comes with the Eye Prime Shade Number 2 eye primer, and using the Danessa Myricks Vision Flush in Tutu on Tiara. I like the blendability of the more highlighty Tiara shade. Not sure about the blush. I do like the blendability. I don't love cream products, liquid products, so user error on my part, totally willing. And also the color, I think I probably should have gone with the orange blush here to more match the face. Pink just isn't my thing, but I went for the bubblegum pink. It's fine. I'm willing to accept that it's user error on my part, and I just need to get used to using these types of products. I know they're all the rage right now, so that's why I wanted to try them. And I think it makes an impact, if nothing else. I did go and blot the lips so it looks a little bit less stark. And I don't know, not my favorite look in the world, but we're trying new things. New year, new makeup. Same old me, just messing things up. But anyway, I'm not going anywhere. Well, I'm probably going for a walk later. So I'm gonna go get my New Year's Eve walk in, and people can stare at me, and that's cool. And then I'm probably just gonna sit on my couch and wait for 2022 to roll in and see what it brings. So I hope you enjoyed this video and found the products at least interesting. And I hope that you have a good new year, or had a good new year depending on when I'm posting this. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Stay safe out there, and I will see you in the next one. Happy New Year, guys. Bye.